Do you believe that police have the right to run after someone like Freddie Gray, who they may think is suspicious?
I think that depends on, every case is different, but I know that in this country we have to get away from this image of the big bad young black man in everything that we do. If we're walking, if we're talking, if we look a certain way, then that makes us a suspect, not just to the police, but the general community. That's something that we have to get away from in this country. Billions of dollars are spent in this country creating this image of the scary young black man that has not changed from a birth of the nation until now in 2015. And we all have to realize that, and we all have to work to get around that fact.
Why do you think that played into this particular case? How did that play into this?
Well, if you're living in America, you can't, unless you're living under a rock. When you look at anything in our country, media, TV, everything in our country, that's how we're portrayed. We've always been portrayed that way. That's something that I fight every day as a young black man. I fight that every day, those images, because those images go across the globe, and those are the images that we get back, and those things are ingrained. And that's how people come with these biases. Even if they're not a racist person, people come with these biases of how young black men are, because that's how we're subconsciously taught in this country.
Councilman, we still don't know what happened inside of the van. Much of it, police are telling their side of the story, and also what we see before the video started. But do you think that this was a clear-cut case to you of police brutality?
I do not know. I owe it to Freddie Gray, I owe it to his family, I owe it to the citizens of Baltimore to wait till we hear all the facts. Just like Ms. Cook, I have questions. I want to hear the answers. I want to know the why, the what happened in the van, why was he being shackled, who shackled him, why did they shackle him, what happened when he was in the van, what the prisoner says, what the officer said. Those are things that I have to know before I make a determination. But for me, no matter how someone dies in a questionable way in my city, I don't care if it's at the hands of the police or at the hands of the citizen. If it indeed was something that was brutal, if someone's brutalized, whether it's the police or an average citizen, I think it could be the President of the United States. I think that person should face the fullest extent of the law, but we have to wait for that. We have laws in our state that preclude information being shared with us right now. Those are things that we all have to realize. Some of those things have to change.
Okay.
There was efforts to change that, but now everyone knows we have to change some of those laws so that we don't continuously have this conversation over and over and over again.
Brandon Scott, Mary Cook, thank you very much. Appreciate you joining us here on CNN this evening. We've got a lot more ahead on this.